What's going on, guys? In this video we are going to be discussing the brand new images from The Last Jedi that just hit the web. EW, Anthony Breznican, the boy, the homie, love that man because he always gives us great stuff from EW, and he came back. He's back with us for The Last Jedi, man, giving us great images, and I've looked at all these, dissected them really closely, a little too close actually in my opinion. It's kind of unhealthy how much I looked at these, but and I'm going to be breaking down exactly what I see and also what Breznican said about the images. But before I get into that, let me just say Sophia doesn't know like anything about Star Wars.
Okay, I know.
She knows a little bit. Like she knows enough, but so I'm gonna kind of be. You're like she's learning this information just like you. If you haven't seen these images yet,
we can learn together.
Exactly. So the first image that we're looking at right here is Chewie and the Porgs, which is like Chewie and the Porgs. Dun, 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 dun.
Mm-hmm.
Porg. Let's talk about how cute the Porg is. Porgs are like my favorite thing ever. Like I want one so bad. Like how cute it is. Like, are you serious?
He's pretty cute.
Okay, but Chewie apparently Breznican wrote that Chewie doesn't really like the Porgs. Like he does, but like he's like looking at him. Apparently he eats one of them at one point in the movie, which is like sad. It's Chewie, it's like, you know, but but Chewie also does like him. But apparently Chewie's like chasing them around the Falcon because they're just flying everywhere and waddling everywhere. I can't wait to see their like they have a children's book called Chewie and the Porgs coming out before The Last Jedi. So they have a pretty cool relationship apparently, and I can't wait to see that on screen. Alright, the next image is Kylo's new TIE fighter. It's I can't think of the name right now. But it's a brand new ship, and it's modeled after a lot of the other things Kylo Ren. It's modeled after Darth Vader's stuff. Kylo Ren does that because he's like obsessed with Darth Vader, and this is like the same thing. He modeled his new TIE fighter after Darth Vader's, which we saw in Episode 4. So it looks pretty cool, you know. I'm not one of the guys who freaks out about new ship designs, and there's a lot of people out there that love like the brand new ships and stuff. I'm not one of those people, but the ship looks really cool. Can't wait to see that on screen. Next up is the Praetorian Guards.
Those look cool.
These are basically like the Imperial Guards that Palpatine had in the original trilogy, but they're the new version for this new trilogy, and they're Snoke's guards. They're called the Praetorian Guards, like I said. They look really cool. I saw a tweet a while ago that said their mask looks like Twizzlers, but that was, you know, it still looks dope. You know what I mean? I just like what's the practicality of those? Like, how do you see out of that?
The little like.
Yeah, but you can't see that. That's like wearing Kanye glasses, you know? But like even worse. I don't know how they see out of that.
Maybe since there's smaller lines, it'll be easier to see.
Maybe I wonder what they look like inside. Maybe they're not even. They might be like, you know, robots or something. They might be droids. We don't even know.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right. Next image is Rey, and she's talking to Luke, and looks like Luke is maybe inside of his little rock home that he has on Octu or something, but they're having a little conversation. I can't wait to see the dynamic between Rey and Luke, because we know that, at least at the beginning of the movie, that Luke is like, dog, Jedi's got to end. Like, we're not doing this anymore. And so I think this scene is probably her trying to change his mind, and then, or maybe him telling her about kind of what has happened in the last 30 years and stuff like that. You know, we already kind of have an idea about how he opened a temple and how it got like wrecked by the Knights of Ren, and that's why he went into exile. That's why he came to this planet, or came to this island. So they're probably going to be talking about that in that scene. Next up is just a picture of Poe Dameron doing what he does best in the cockpit of his. It looks like it's his black and white.
Is cute.
Yep, Oscar Isaac is daddy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. No, but he's so. Poe Dameron was one of my top 3 characters from The Force Awakens. It goes, Kylo Ren was my favorite new character. I don't really know why, because some people aren't a huge. I love Kylo Ren, and then Rey, and then Poe. Poe was the man. Love Oscar Isaac too. Like, he's just a great actor. Like Ex Machina,
he really is.
So good.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, and he just always looks like a badass as always. But not much from this picture. It's just him in the cockpit, you know. This one is interesting. Okay, so this is Finn and the new character Rose, played by Kelly Marie Tran, and obviously Finn is played by John Boyega. And can't tell where they are in this picture. It looks like they're probably on the Resistance base. Maybe it looks kind of maybe like a medical room, because the little panel next to John Boyega looks kind of like that. But what Anthony Breznican talked about is that they are actually a couple in this, or their romance. They have a romance in this, like kind of like Han and Leia do, which is really cool because and Ryan Johnson is really like loves Kelly Marie Tran, and he's said it many times that he's super excited for us to meet this character. I'm super excited to see what she's all about because she looks cool, and her sister's in the Resistance as well, and they're just like small technicians at the beginning of the movie, her and her sister. Next image is Kylo Ren looking like he's got this scar, man. That's a gruesome. I tweeted about it. That's a gruesome scar, and Rey messed him up bad. It's like going down like past his like to his neck onto his chest. She got him good, but I love the look of Kylo. He's like I said, he was my favorite new character in The Force Awakens. Can't wait to see more of him in The Last Jedi.
They look like turtle heads.
these turtle people they're called the caretakers of Ahch-To. Okay, and basically what it is they live with Luke almost, like not with him, but they coexist on this island on Ahch-To, and they've been there for thousands of years, upkeeping the island and the structures on the island, because the island is the first Jedi temple. That's the first temple that the Jedi ever made was on that. That's why Luke is there.
Lives on. Okay.
Yeah, that's why Luke went. And these people are there, and they're actually they're puppets. There's little people inside of them. And then this next one is really cool. This place is called Canto Bight. Very prequel-ish, if you know what I mean. Like, it just doesn't look like anything from The Force Awakens or the original trilogy. And I like the look of the prequels, like the architecture they have in those movies. Super excited to see them going back to this design, and can't wait to see all the stuff that goes on Canto Bight, because apparently it's like a place where a bunch of rich people and Finn and Rose come here on a mission, and this is where DJ, Benicio del Toro's character, is, and we don't know anything about him really other than his name. He doesn't even really have a name in the movie. That's just what they called him on set. Very mysterious character for Benicio del Toro. Super excited to see what else he does. And last but not least,
your wife.
My wife, Rey. She's just killing it. This is probably towards the beginning of the movie, because this looks like the outfit that she wore at the end of The Force Awakens. So, but she's obviously, we can't tell much from this picture. She's on Ahch-To already, obviously, because that's how the movie starts out, with her on Ahch-To giving Luke the lightsaber right where The Force Awakens left off, which is really cool because that's never been done in a Star Wars movie. There's always have like a 2-year time jump. This one leads off right where The Force Awakens ended, which I think is really dope. But she just looks so cool. Rey is the best. Daisy Ridley is the best. And that's it, guys. But all those pictures are great. And also, Anthony Bresnick can mention that there's going to be a lot more images tomorrow. He's going to be releasing more of those and more story points. He said he's going to talk about Princess Leia or General Organa tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. And he also mentioned her relationship with Poe and how they have the bond. What I'm really hoping for some more stuff on Vice Admiral Holdo. I believe that's her name. She played by Laura Dern. We've seen one image of her in The Last Jedi, and she looks like she's in like the Hunger Games. She's like pink hair and like a big long pink dress. She looks really cool, and I really want more on her, and I want more on Benicio del Toro. Hopefully we'll get some of that tomorrow, and if there's a lot of stuff tomorrow, which there probably will be, we'll probably make a video about it tomorrow. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Lets us know that you like what we're doing. Before we go, Soph, what do you think of all the images?
I thought they were really cool. I mean, that's exciting that they're releasing like stills from the movie and stuff like that. It looks really interesting. I'm excited to see the romance with Finn and Rose. That's cool. Yeah. So that'll be like interesting to see how that is. We just watched The Force Awakens like yesterday. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, those pictures just gets me. I'm already like, my hype level for this movie is so insane. But like every time I see stuff like this, it just gets higher.
All the time.
Oh, nonstop! I will never stop talking about Star Wars. It's just the best thing ever. Guys, follow us on Twitter I'm at Outlaw Noah, and she's at
Sophia_Primera
on Twitter, and that's where you can follow us, keep up with our lives, keep up with what we do. We post almost daily videos, and sometimes it's just me. She's in them sometimes too. We do this series called Movie Run, which we're seeing The Hitman's Bodyguard tonight, and we're gonna have a Movie Run episode for that. Goes up tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that. Subscribe, make sure you see that. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see y'all later.